The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's coverage of Lady Railer basketball is sponsored by Bees Landscaping for all your outdoor landscaping projects and needs. Located at 1302 State Route 10 East on the east edge of Lincoln. Call 217-732-4300. Brian Clark State Farm Insurance for home, auto, life, and health insurance needs. See Brian to review a quote, for help understanding your current policy, or to get started on your personal price plan. Stop by the office at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln, call 217-732-6211, or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Chase Lowry, your Edward Jones financial advisor, located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office, member SIPC. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Dara Entwistle, independent health insurance agent. Call 217-737-7581. Darren Powell State Farm Insurance, located on the square in Mount Pulaski at 114 East Cook Street, offering competitive rates on auto, home, life, and business insurance. Phone 217-792-3371. Expedia Cruises, offering air, land, and sea vacations, located at 1520 East College Street in Normal. Call Greg Phillips at 309-429-6280. First National Bank in Tremont, your local community bank that strives to build relationships and is trusted with your community's financial needs. Located at 710 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Visit TremontBank.com to learn more about products and services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and to attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Find them on Facebook or learn more at myfgec.org. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. James Siddons, a proud supporter and fan of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball. The Johnson family, in honor of Keith Johnson, a proud supporter of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball for more than 50 years. Lincoln Heating and Cooling. Carrier, turn to the experts. With 24-hour emergency service available, call 217-735-5835. Lincoln Land Communications, located at 1326 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Serving the area since 1986, Lincoln Land Communications provides sales and service for security cameras, two-way radios, commercial phone and sound systems, LED lighting, car stereos, and much more. Call 217-735-5454. Me Realty. Locally owned and operated, Me Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at merealty.com. Renew Consignment and Thrift Shop, where you'll find something new and different every time you visit, featuring home furnishings, clothing, collectibles, and so much more. Find them on TikTok and Facebook, or stop by 201 South Sangamon Street in Lincoln. Sal Polis, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, located at 1400 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Phone 217-732-4001. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Tracy Welch, Mayor, City of Lincoln. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln, and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5555. 5400. Simply Traveled Cruise Planners. Let LCHS alum Amy Wiggers-Chen help with domestic and global travel arrangements for groups, generational travel, Disney, all things cruises, and all-inclusive travel. Simply Traveled is so much more than cruises. Call Amy at 615-961-6474 or go online to simply-traveled.com. Lincoln Heating and Cooling. Carrier, turn to the experts. Offering service and repairs on all major brands as well as sales on heat pumps, furnaces, boilers, and air conditioners. With 24-hour emergency service available, call 217-735-5835. Complete Lawn Care, offering year-round service for all your outdoor needs, including lawn care, gutter cleaning, and snow removal. For a free
Good evening, Railer Nation. No matter where you be, whether you're back in Logan County, Illinois, and there aren't many people left back in Lincoln and Logan County, whether you're listening in Tennessee, Florida, South Carolina, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Texas, no matter where you are, good evening and welcome to Lincoln Lady Railer Basketball as the Lincoln Ladies put an unbeaten 35-0 record on the line against the Dixon Duchesses with a record of 27-6. The Dixon Duchesses out of the Northern Illinois Conference, or the Big Northern Conference, they were third in their conference. Of course, the Lincoln Lady Railers undefeated and champions of the Central State 8. Both teams have taken the floor, and we've got about 15-20 minutes before we tip this one off. It's an Elite 8 contest. The winner will face the winner of the Lombard-Montini-Grays Lake game in the first round of the state tournament at Redbird Arena this coming Friday. And the hashtag one goal continues on this game, and the Lincoln Ladies looking forward to try and make that return trip back to Redbird Arena. Coach, what's the status of the team right now? What's the health of the team right now?
Well, you know what? They're great. That's what we're going to say. They are ready to go. They're locked in. I got a couple text messages just saying, let's go. A couple Tom Brady, with him pointing and so they, I think they're ready to go no matter if they don't feel 100%, they're still going to give 110% on the floor. So, but I do want to give a shout out if you're looking now, because I think we can do camera now. You're going to notice that there is one young lady not with us tonight. Mason McLeod is not here. She is back. She's in St. John's right now, and we're hoping she'll be better here in a couple days and be able to join us on Friday. So Mesa, if you're listening, get better. We miss you, and we hope to see you soon.
That's right, Mesa. We hope you get better really soon. One person who has gotten better is our friend Don Jordan. Don Jordan able to make the trip up here to LaSalle as we get set for this contest. Nice facility here at LaSalle-Peru. And Coach, ironically, their color's also red and green.
It is. It's color-wise, it's home. It's like a home floor for us.
What is the other connection between LaSalle-Peru and Lincoln?
Here he goes with the stats. Oh, God.
No, it's no stats. It is no stats.
There's no stats.
It is no stats.
It's just a history lesson.
It is a history lesson for you.
Okay. All right. So let me see. What's it's a common fact. Oh, no, I don't. I give up.
All right. You give up. Well, maybe Lloyd knows. Lloyd is sitting here. He knows everything. Lloyd doesn't know.
I was going to say Jared Shaner, but that was Dixon. So he's trying to do me a history lesson on LaSalle.
The voice of the Railers through the 1970s, Lanny Slevin, came up here after the 73 season to become the sports director at WLPO here in LaSalle-Peru, and was the sports director here for many years and broadcast LaSalle-Peru basketball after his tenure at WPRC radio in Lincoln, Illinois. There's the connection.
Wait, so Lincoln used to be WPRC?
There used to be a radio station in Lincoln called WPRC, yes.
WKRP. And
that was about what it was, too.
That's when you say that. That's what I think.
That was about what it was, too. It was an AM station. They had an AM station that, believe it or not, shut off at 6 p.m. every evening. And an FM station that went till midnight. And Cruz is raiding your purse, what, for concession money?
Yeah, and I don't have any. I gave it to your dad tonight. And he's already up here looking for money. And the game hasn't even started. We're still 12 minutes to the first quarter.
So Cruz is up here looking for concession, but didn't they feed you on the way up? Apparently not. So what can we expect? I looked up some of the stuff for Dixon. They beat Maple Park Kalen 45-36 in their sectional.
Yes.
Amira McGowan, the freshman, and she's a big freshman at 5'10", had 12 points, 16 rebounds. And their other big girl, Hallie Williamson, they list her at 6'1", 205, had 13 points and 7 rebounds. It was their first sectional win since 2003, and I think you said they haven't won a super sectional since 1990. Is that right?
Yes, that's what my friend from the Dixon radio station said to me, and he said he hadn't been. Well, I thought maybe it was the 80s. I thought they said they hadn't won a sectional since 1990s, and then they hadn't been to state since the 80s. So
he may be right about that, but the information I got was they average 49.8 offensively, give up 34.8 defensively. So it's a team that obviously does want to focus on defense, but they don't score a whole lot of points. The Lincoln Lady Railers, of course, beaten Wharton 61-30 last Thursday night over at East Peoria. Chloe Frobe with 20, Becca Heitzig and Taryn Stolzenberg with 10 each, Tori Garrett's with 9, the Red and Green Express averaging 70.4 per game, defensively giving up 30.7. Now, Coach, Lincoln played this Dixon team, or some of this Dixon team, during the Christmas tournament last year. Did you get a chance to see Dixon play?
I did, and if you recall, Becca, that's the game after Becca went down and broke her wrist.
That's correct.
So Becca did not play in that game with us up at Dixon. Piper Whiteman had her first start at Dixon last year in this tournament, and so yes, it was actually a back and forth game the first half. We pulled away then the second half, but it was a decent game that first half. But there are, like we said, a freshman that's making an impact, and that wasn't with that team last year. So a couple new faces, and so you just got to focus on this game and not what happened before. And these girls, I think they watched a little film of the game of them, but they're just focusing on what they've got to do, and that's the biggest thing.
They are the Duchesses from Dixon. They're going to start 5'7", 5'8", a front line of 5'10", 5'10", and 6 foot. And Coach, they do have size, but it's size that Lincoln has faced many times this year and been able to find a way to deal with it.
Right. We say that all the time. We are not the tallest team, and we know that, but we play with smarts and we play with heart, and our defense is just smothering. So, and I think that's what we're going to rely on again tonight, is our defense for our offense.
Now, you said that Chloe had been a little under the weather, but we think we've got her back in position. Of course, she got popped in the face again. And how many times can she's going to end up looking like Rocky Balboa at some point, as many times as she's been popped in the nose this year, but it's not been broken. So that's good news. That's
good news. Yeah. That last one that she took on Tuesday night caused a little bit of swelling, thus she wasn't getting any air, through that nostril and through her nose. So she was having a little difficulty breathing, was getting dizzy. So they went in and helped with that situation. And so she's feeling a lot better today. She can actually breathe, and so that's a good thing. And it seems like everybody else is on the mends as well. So hopefully those couple days off that we had helped out.
I need to take care of something. My apologies are going to go out tonight to LCHS alum Amy Wiggers-Chin, because we did not get her sponsorship read during the game at Morton. It was one that, because of everything that was going on, it just slipped my mind. So, Amy, I am sorry. So, Simply Travel Cruise Planners, let LCHS alum Amy Wiggers-Chin help with domestic and global travel arrangements for groups, generational travel, Disney, all things cruises, and all-inclusive travel. Simply Travels is so much more than cruises. Call Amy at 615-961-6474 or go online to simply-travel.com. Amy's got a 615 phone number. That's a Tennessee phone number.
Yes.
Have they figured out a way to get cruise ships up and down the Tennessee River now? I mean, I would think that if you went on a cruise, if you're going on a Caribbean cruise, by the time you got out of the Tennessee River, the cruise would be over.
You're right. That'd actually be kind of interesting to see a cruise ship.
I think so. It would be very interesting. I mean, I've seen pictures of the cruise ships in the Panama Canal, and that's really weird to see this cruise ship just basically fill up the Panama Canal. But that would be interesting to see if we get one down the Tennessee River.
If we were to get Uncle James talking to Amy, and then he could arrange the cruise. We could cruise somewhere for a basketball game.
I just came up with another one of my outstanding ideas, folks. No. Here's an idea. Here's one we haven't thought of. You know, Michigan State and Duke played a game on the deck of an aircraft carrier. Why can't we play a girls' high school basketball game on the deck of a cruise ship?
Oh, there we go. That's it, right there.
Right there. That's it. Amy, get to work on that.
Might have been one of your best ideas ever.
I think so. Think of the cruise. The cruise with the Lady Railers. How about that? We'll call it Cruise with the Lady Railers, and we'll play some good opponent on the deck of a cruise ship as part of the cruise. I think that's a heck of an idea. And you folks at home, you probably are probably tuning in elsewhere at this point in time.
They're like, all right, we're just going to go to the one that's no man.
Chloe Frobe comes into this game 16 points shy of 1,000 for the season and 17 points shy of 3,200, and looking maybe, Coach, at being able to get 5th on as far as the IHSA all-time scoring list for girls goes. Looks like she's going to be able to pass a couple of people, including Cassie Drew, who played part of her career at Sacred Heart Griffin and the other part down at Anna Jonesboro. Of course, her dad, the coach at Sacred Heart Griffin and Anna Jonesboro as well. Becca Heitzig has gotten over the 900-point mark now, and Jenna Bowman still looking to get to the 900-point mark herself. So we're going to have 3 girls that score over 900 points in their career and one over 3,000. That's quite
amazing.
Remarkable.
Amazing. And you know, and the best part about it is they don't ever take any shots that are forced. If you watch them play, they all take the right shots. They don't really ever try to force anything. So they score just in the flow of the game. It doesn't ever seem like, oh man, we forced 5 shots or 6 shots, you know. And so that's what's so awesome about this team is they know their roles, they know what they've got to do, and like we said before, you know, if they throw a gimmick defense at us, this team, it's like we don't care who scores as long as we are scoring and Lincoln has the most points at the end of the game.
I am going to say this because we talked about it in the line before to get in the gym, and you should have seen the line for the
amazing.
You got to see the Railer crowd, folks. It's absolutely amazing. But it is amazing to me how our girly girls out here who have shown they have shown everybody that you can be a girly girl and still go out and be an athlete and compete tough.
Right.
But they don't lose their composure. They don't lose their cool. They don't engage in some of the extracurricular activities that we have seen this year. They represent themselves and the community very well, and it's amazing to me how they have united the community and gotten people. I've heard from people that I haven't heard from in 30, 35 years. There are people I've seen that are connecting now on the YouTube chat, on Twitter, on Facebook that haven't seen each other, haven't seen you for 35 years. Well, hey, go Lady Railers. I mean, we've got people listening from all over the place. It is amazing, and the way that the business community has united behind them too. I mean, we want to thank all the boosters, all the folks who have donated and contributed to their season. Flossies who made sandwiches, and by the way, we heard we were supposed to get them at Geneseo, but the little buzzards ate my sandwich.
But you know, today I think Flossie's made it, but I'm pretty sure Collision Concepts actually sponsored it, like paid for it. So there's been a lot of local, just random donors, people that just enjoy watching the girls have provided. I think our mayor even stepped up and provided a couple meals after, these games, because the girls are traveling. We've on average, it's been 2.5 hours we've tried, except East Peoria. That was a close one for us. But, they've been late, and so the girls have, and they've been weird times. So we've had to eat after the games, and people in the community have just stepped up and supported the girls and provided meals, and it's been amazing. And all the signs around town, the girls see it, and they love it, and they appreciate it. So,
Railer Nation, you've come through in a big way, and hey, we don't want you, so we tell the girls not to take their foot off the gas for basketball, but Railer Nation, we don't want you to take your foot off the gas either, because basketball season is only going to last through the end of this week, and then it's going to be baseball and softball season. Support the kids playing those sports. Support the kids in track. And then when next season comes around, support the kids in football, volleyball, cross country, golf, soccer, whatever it is. Get out and support those kids. Do something nice for the kids. They will really appreciate it, and guess what? They'll probably pass it on to their lifetime 10 times.
Pay it forward. And
That's right. They will pay it forward.
Yes. Yep. So, and I just got to say WLCN too. I mean, doing all the games this year, that was all the sponsors, and I know all the work that it takes to make this happen has been amazing. And so, we knew the goal coming in, and WLCN was awesome. And like, hey, we're gonna do, if we can get this, we're gonna do home and away and provide this for everybody. And very appreciative.
And if you folks, if you're wanting to tune in to that network that has the monopoly, more power to you. That's certainly your right to do so. I guarantee it will not give you the quality that the WLCN broadcast will, nor the knowledge that the WLCN folks have.
We are full of knowledge.
We represent Railer Nation, and keep in mind, you're doing business with a local entity when you do business with WLCN, not a faceless corporation. You don't know where that money's going. If you give it to WLCN, you know that it's being used to pay the expenses so we can bring you as many basketball or Railer events as possible, whether it's basketball, football, the homecoming parade, no matter what it might be. Tell you what, we're going to send it back to the WLCN studios for a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, the opening ceremony should be over, and we'll have the starting lineups. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball, WLCN 96.3.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Back here at LaSalle-Peru, and I'm going to turn it over to my broadcast partner for tonight's starting lineups. Coach?
All right. For the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Dixon Duchesses. First starter up for Dixon, number 21, Reese Dumman. Yep. Second starter up tonight, number 22, Kate Drew. Third starter out, number 23, Amiri McGowan. She's a freshman. Number 33, Jessica Pittman. And the final starter for the evening, number 40, Haley Williamson.
And Railer Nation fills up at least half the gymnasium, rises to their feet.
And the first starter out for Railer, the Lady Railers, number 1, Taryn Tasmanian Stolzenberg. Second starter out, number 4, Becca, the Energizer Bunny Heitzig. Next up, number 5, Chloe Coco Ferobi. Number 14, Jenna Baseline Bowman. And the final starter for the evening. Number 24, Tori T.G. Garrett.
Coach, real quick, the Me Realty list of the game. It's time to check the Me Realty list of the game. When you're looking to buy, check the listings at merealty.com. I'm going to say get off to a fast start.
A fat start or a
Fast start. Fast start.
Just kidding.
Fast start. Rebounding is going to be a key in this ball game, too.
Rebounding, too. You know what? And controlling the tempo. I think we got to control the tempo. Not let them control the tempo.
Lincoln going to move from left to right as you look at your radio dial. The Duchess is clad in purple. They're going to move from right to left. Lincoln in the home whites. Here we go. McGowan and Froby to tap it up. Froby gets the tap into the backcourt. Heitzig. Becca across the timeline. Drives right in. Past Bowman left wing. They're going to get it to Froby, and look at this.
They got
They're going to almost triple team Froby. Here they go. Baseline Heitzig. 10-footer. Missed it. Rolled across the iron. Battle for the rebound. Froby ties it up, and it'll go Dixon basketball. Froby and Pittman tied it up under the bucket, and Dixon will inbound. McGowan in the backcourt. McGowan, the cross-court skip pass. Nearly traveled with the basketball in the backcourt. Still in the backcourt. Now McGowan across the timeline. McGowan gets it to Drew. Drew, McGowan, they're going to be patient out front.
Yep.
Looking inside. They've got two posts inside. Pittman and number 40, Williams. McGowan out front. Gets it to Drew. Drew Dunman. McGowan, Drew, they're still looking inside. They go in the corner, McGowan.
Being very patient. This is where we talked about we need to control the tempo, and right now they're controlling the tempo.
Froby sagging in. Dunman goes baseline, and Froby steals the basketball. She needs help and gets it from Heitzig. And here comes Becca quickly across the timeline. Goes inside Garrett's. Garrett's to Bowman. They go out front, Froby. Froby again, the double team out front. Froby, Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg, baseline, Heitzig. Heitzig, Froby. Back to Garrett's. Garrett's, Stolzenberg. Kick to Bowman. Back out front, Stolzenberg. Lincoln being patient now. Baseline, Heitzig. Heitzig looking for somebody. In trouble, gets it to Froby. Froby out front, Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg inside Garrett's. Kick to Bowman. Froby corner. Three, is it? Bang! A collision concept. Three out of the corner for Coco Froby, and we're up 3-0. 6:21 to go here. Dunman still in the backcourt. Gets it to Drew. Drew, McGowan. McGowan back to Drew. Nearly stolen by Stolzenberg, and a foul on Terrence Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg a little late to the basketball. Got called for the foul. 6:11 to go. That's the first foul on Lincoln. The first foul on Tasmania Stolzenberg.
Got 6:11 left to go here in the first quarter. Your Lady Railers are up 3-0.
McGowan in the backcourt, nearly drug the pivot foot, gets it across to Drew. Drew will dribble across the timeline. In trouble, in the trap, in the trap, in the trap, in the trap. Oh my
goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That is going to be the second foul on Terrence Stolzenberg. Piper Whiteman, Sparky Whiteman in the basketball game for Lincoln. 5:59 to go here in the first quarter. Lincoln up 3-0. Drew, cross-court McGowan. They're just playing catch with it out by the volleyball line. McGowan, Drew, back to McGowan. They go in the corner, Dunman. McGowan, Dunman corner, going to launch a three, up and no good. Rebound battle for, and Williams gets it. She throws up a shot, no good. Rebound McGowan up and no good. Rebound Froby. They had three shots at it, couldn't get it down. Froby ahead to Becca. Becca backs to the floor, no call. It looked like she tripped over somebody's foot.
I think I don't know, she tried to extend and make a long pass through hands, and then once she got going.
Turnover goes to Dixon, and you can see Dixon wants to shorten the game. They go inside Williams. Williams bowls her way in, throws it up, no good. Rebound, Heitzig. Pittman pushed her in the back, no call. Heitzig quickly across the timeline. There's Becca in the lane. 10-footer, is it? No good. Rebound, Pittman skies for it. Nothing but purple shirts under the basket. Here they come the other way. 4:59 to go here in the first quarter. McGowan hounded out front by Bowman. Dumpman, Drew. Drew fakes a three, gets it to McGowan. They're looking still inside. Out front they go, Dumpman.
Yeah, being very patient. They're just looking. Good job defense there by Tori Garrett. Piper Whiteman.
McGowan, right wing in front of the Lincoln bench. Back out front, Drew. Lob pass into Williams. Williams bulls her way in. Turnaround shot up, no good. Rebound, McGowan.
Jump ball.
Jump ball called.
Yep.
Heitzig reached in and grabbed the basketball. 4:27 to go, and believe it or not, the score is only 3-0 right now. Lincoln the basketball on the alternating possession, and again, they're going to extend. Looks like a 2-3 zone at times, but they get two people on Chloe Frobe out front. Frobe, left wing, baseline Heitzig, Becca, 15-footer, no good, short. Rebound, nothing but purple shirts under the bucket, and that almost was a double dribble by Drew. Drew having trouble dribbling the basketball, throws it in the corner, Dubman. Dubman out front, McGowan. Dubman. Dubman, Drew, McGowan. They throw it around the horn. In the corner they go. Dubman in the corner. McGowan out front to Drew. 3:48 to go.
Just being very patient, moving the ball back and forth.
They go inside Pittman. Pittman in the lane. Kicks it back out McGowan. 3 on the way.
Got it.
Amari McGowan, a freshman, believe it or not. Ice water in her veins, drains the 3. Frobe, cross timeline. Frobe goes inside Garrett's. Whiteman. Whiteman had the ball knocked away, going to go out of bounds off Whiteman's foot, and it's Dixon basketball. And Coach not sure what's going on with Lincoln right now, but they just don't look like themselves.
Well, right now you've got Dixon being allowed to control the tempo. We're sitting back in a packed in 3-2, so they're just moving the ball around, controlling the tempo. So I feel like we need to put a little bit more ball pressure on some of these girls, make them handle the ball, and because it doesn't look like they can handle it very well, and we're just allowing them to do whatever they want, and we're just packed in on below the 3-point line, and there's nobody even there.
I have a feeling Dixon, stolen by Frobe. Frobe going to get out ahead of the pack. Here comes Chloe. Chloe, layup time. No good. Rebound, got her own. Heitzig up, got fouled and count it. The foul is on Reese Dubman. Heitzig, the bucket counted. It's 5-3 Lincoln. Becca going to go to the line with one shot. She eyes it up and got it.
Got it. There we go, Becca.
Lincoln up 6-3. 3 minutes even to go here in the first quarter. Dubman in the backcourt. Dubman is still in the backcourt. McGowan in trouble. She's in trouble. Kind gets it to Drew, and Drew going to get it across the timeline. Drew going to drive in the lane, kick out Dubman. Dubman drives baseline, cut off. Back out front, Drew. Drew, throws the ball away. Mia Clark knocked it away. Bowman picked it up quickly ahead to Becca. Becca stop and pop from 8, up and no good. Rebound, ball on the floor. Bowman, Heitzig, Frobe wide open 3, top of the key. No good, short. Dixon's got a huge student section here tonight, and they're vocal. Lincoln's got a brief student section down in front of us. Dixon using the diamond press breaker, and now Frobe got McGowan in trouble. McGowan's in trouble. Counts on. That's got to be a 5. There it is.
They
call a timeout.
Yep.
And that'll use up a 30. That will use up one of Dixon's 30s. And we will keep it right here and let you know about many of our fine sponsors. Brian Clark, your good neighbor State Farm agent for home, auto, life, and health insurance needs. See Brian to review a quote for help understanding your current policy or to get started on your personal price plan. Stop by the office at 628 North Chicago in Lincoln or call 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Chase Lowry, your Lincoln Edward Jones financial advisor, located at 407 Keokuk in Lincoln. Learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office, member SIPC. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game. Located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Coach, you wonder, when is the Red and Green Express going to start asserting itself here?
Yeah, it's still early. We got 2:16 left here to go in the first quarter. And Dixon so far is just, work the ball around. We got to get them to speed up here a little bit. And the only way we're going to do that is ball pressure. And right now, they're not even sending anybody to the high post, so I'm not sure why we are covering the high post.
Uncharacteristically,
Yeah.
Becca Heitzig is struggling right now with her shooting. Dubman shot out of the corner. Is it? No. High off the board. Rebound. Clark fought for it, and that should have been a foul on Williams, pushing her in the back, but no call. Obviously, the official's going to let this go.
That was a good box out there by Mia Clark, too, being there on the weak side board. Just couldn't get a hand on it, but she tapped it.
Drew to inbounds. Out front, Dunman. Back to Drew.
Again,
McGowan.
nobody is in the high post. And
Dunman, shot out of the corner, up and
got
good.
it.
Give them enough chances at it, they'll get it. That ties the ball game at 6. Minute 40 to go here in the quarter. Frobe gets it to Whiteman. Piper across the timeline. Piper double team. Traveled with the basketball. No call to Bowman. Bowman baseline Heitzig. Becca out front. Bowman. Jenna going to launch a 3. It's blocked. Rebound. Whiteman. Whiteman up and got fouled. Good job by Piper Whiteman being aggressive going to the basket.
Yeah,
Let's see who the Dixon foul is on.
Number 15. Right? Morgan Hargrove, a sophomore.
Morgan Hargrave in the basketball game for Dixon, and the shot no good by Piper Whiteman. Still tied at 6. Minute 22 to go here in the first quarter. Piper, second one up and got it. So Lincoln up 7-6 now with a minute 22 to go here in the first quarter.
Tori Garrett's checking back into the ball game for Mia Clark.
Ooh. Dumpman nearly traveled the basketball in the backcourt. Gets it to McGowan. McGowan to Drew. Drew skip past Dumpman across the timeline. Left side. She's hit 1-3. Back out front, Drew. McGowan's hit 1-3. And that is their scoring. In the corner, Dumpman. Dumpman back out front, Drew. McGowan. Dixon, I'm sure, would be happy to go down just 1 at the end of this quarter. Even if they don't make the shot, they're probably going to play for the last shot.
We've got to get out and put some pressure on.
Drew. Whiteman and Williams having a good battle inside. Piper doing a great job keeping her from getting the basketball. Drew. McGowan. Drew going to fire up a long 3. Air ball, no good. Williams stepped out of bounds. 42 seconds to go. Heitzig and Whiteman going to handle the ball as Frobe going to go across the timeline, and we'll see how Chloe sets up. And you can see they're covering her. They go to Becca. Becca, the double team out front, drives in. Whiteman, wide open 3, top of the key. No good. Rebound, battle for it. Frobe's got it. Up and good. Chloe Frobe fought for the basketball, puts it up and in. Lincoln up 9-6. 22 seconds to go. Dunman across the timeline, going to get fouled by Garrett's.
Tori needed to take a couple extra steps, get ahead of her, beat her to the next spot, and so she picked up the foul there.
That'll be the 3rd team foul on Lincoln of the first quarter, and Tori Garrett's first. As Hargrave checks back in the basketball game, McKinley Knapp going to come in for Lincoln for Tori Garrett's. So the enforcer comes in the basketball game. Drew out front, 18 seconds on the clock. Drew looking for somebody, and Lincoln's picked up the defense just a little bit. Out front, Hargrave.
More ball pressure on there.
Back out front, McGowan to Drew. Drew in the corner, Hargrave. She's going to launch a 3. Up and no good. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be Lincoln basketball. With .9 on the clock. Heitzig gets it to Frobe. Frobe launches a 60-footer. Up and off the backboard. At the end of one quarter, Lincoln leads it 9-6. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the second quarter. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
leads at 9-6 after struggling through the first quarter. Becca Heitzig struggling with her shooting. Lincoln didn't shoot very well in the first quarter, but still comes out with a 9-6 lead. Dixon will have the basketball to start the second half. And if you were watching the video, Dixon is not the type of team that's going to play at a very fast pace. They're looking a lot inside. And they've taken, apparently, the Pittman girl is still in the basketball game. I thought she had been taken out. But they go back to the double post. Now they go high-low post. Froby's having to sag in to deny the pass inside as Lincoln starts to extend the defense just a little bit. Drew out front. Goes to McGowan. McGowan drives left-handed. She's a fine-looking freshman, I'll tell you, Coach.
Yeah.
She's a fine-looking basketball player. Somebody needs to be watching her through 4 years at Dixon. They go inside. Williams tries to bull her way on Knapp, and Froby ties her up. Jump ball, and it will be Lincoln basketball. Froby going to bring it across the timeline, and here comes Dixon with that double team out front. Going to have one of the other girls step up here in the corner. Bowman is it. Baseline Bowman. No, around and out. Heitzig skies for the rebound. Whiteman's going to chase it down. Whiteman going to drive it in. Piper out front. Knapp. 15-footer. Good! The enforcer, McKinley Knapp, drops down a 15-footer. It rattled around and went home. Drew across to Hargrave. Hargrave across court. McGowan. McGowan now to Drew out front. A Lincoln lead, 11-6. Drew, and now they pulled both of their players to the high post.
Yeah, it looks like going in a 4-high set.
Pittman, McGowan not sure what to do with the basketball, gets it to Drew. McGowan, they go inside Pittman. Pittman on Knapp. Knapp bumping her all the way in. Pittman lays it up and in. Nice play by Jessica Pittman, the 5'9" senior, to go inside and get a layup. 11-8, the Lincoln lead. Froby out front. Heitzig. Becca back out to Chloe. Chloe, nice fake. Going to go in the lane. Chloe in the corner. Bowman. She loads up again. Yeah! A collision concept free for Jenna. Baseline Bowman. It's 14-8.
We need a few more of those to fall.
6:05, and now they're in a little bit of trouble in the backcourt.
And Froby tapped it.
Froby inside. Froby, nice pass. Up and good! Bowman to bucket. 16-8. 5:51 to go. Froby nearly picked it again in the backcourt. Here they come. Hargrave in trouble. Gets it to Drew. Across to McGowan. McGowan across the timeline against Bowman. They're looking to trap out front. There's the trap. There's the trap. There's the trap. Williams has the basketball. Williams back to McGowan. And now Dixon will go into their offense.
Keep the pressure up. We need to keep speeding them up. They can't handle the pressure.
It went off of Pittman's foot, and a foul out front on number 22. And the foul is on Katie Drew. She put an elbow to Chloe Froby's head as Froby stole the basketball.
That's the pressure that we need. We need to control the tempo, speed them up. When we're just sitting back in that packed in, they're controlling the tempo. They're able to just pass it around. So great ball pressure here by the
Damon going to come back in the basketball game. Heitzig baseline, lost the ball, 10-footer up and good! Becca Heitzig with a 10-footer off the baseline. The Lincoln lead is 10. 5:12 to go here in the first half. Dutman in trouble. Gets it across to Drew. Drew will bring it across the timeline.
Again, right? I'd get right up and make them speed up, make some decisions.
Dutman. Back to Drew. Drew now in trouble.
Right
They
there.
could have trapped her in the corner. Back out front, McGowan. She goes baseline, Williams. Williams on net.
Oh, McKinley!
The enforcer took it away from her. Ahead to Bowman. Bowman stop and pop from 10. Up, no good. Heitzig the board. Heitzig, Froby. Froby was fouled.
No, they're going to go
Oh, my goodness. Well, they call Froby for the travel. And Dixon will have the ball in the backcourt. Dixon now McGowan. McGowan still in the backcourt across the timeline. Trying to avoid that trap. They're trying desperately to avoid the trap. Drew kicks it out to Pittman. Pittman going to drive in the lane. Back to McGowan. Nice fake. Pittman goes baseline. And Lincoln wanted to travel there.
Yeah.
Back out front, Drew.
We got to keep them, making rash and quick decisions here.
Drew just going to throw up the three. No good. Rebound Bowman and Lincoln. It was nothing but white shirts under the bucket. Quickly ahead to Becca. Becca, had Knapp under the basket. Didn't see her. Kick out Bowman. Three on the way. Short. Rebound inside. Whiteman. Whiteman fouled under the bucket.
Great offensive rebound there. there by Piper Whiteman. She got great position at the block. She saw that the shot came from the left side, and she moved herself to the right, and great position.
The foul is on Jessica Pittman. They say that is her second. I only had her for just the one, so she's apparently gotten two somewhere. Whiteman up and no good. Off to the left and around. Into the game will be number 32, Mackenzie Toms for Dixon. Piper's second one up and good. Make it 19-8, 4:02 to go here in the half. Dumpman in the backcourt. Oh, no, there's over and back. There's a backcourt violation.
Yes.
Sorry, Jeff Nelson. I know that's not over and back. It's a backcourt violation.
Great
and
pressure
timeout taken by Brian Clayson. That is a full timeout. We'll send it back to WLCN. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on 96.3 FM.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Here at LaSalle-Peru, you're being serenaded by
sorry. I didn't hear that we were coming back in.
Of Pat Benatar and
I serenade Jay in between
Coach Frobe. Lincoln will have the basketball on the turnovers. Brian Clayson had to take a 60-second timeout. He's burned 2 timeouts here in the first half. Frobe around the screen from the enforcer McKinley. Goes in the corner. Bowman loads up again. Is it? No. Rebound. Tapped by Knapp to Frobe. Frobe in trouble. Gets it back to Jenna. Heitzig. Becca going to drive in. Now Becca going to pull it back out. Becca drives baseline. Back to Chloe. Frobe got fouled. Yep. And that's going to be a 3-shot foul. And the foul's going to get to Mari McGowan. And that is her first. That is the team's third of the second quarter, and Coco going to go to the line with 3 shots. Up and no good. Well, the free throw shooting hasn't been the best here so far in the first half. And they're going to need these on down the line.
We are definitely going to need these down the line.
Coco's second one. Good. Got the second one. Make it 20-8 the Lincoln lead. Tori Garrett's in the basketball game. Say what you want about the Lincoln offense, but the Lincoln defense has been very good so far tonight. Third one for Frobe. Nope, missed it short. McGowan the rebound, so 1 out of the 3, and it's 20-8 the Lincoln lead. Heitzig now going to pressure as Whiteman stepped in. Drew down the lane, 5-footer up, no good. Rebound Williams up and good. Williams just parked herself under the bucket, muscled everybody out of there, and it's 20-10. 3:17 to go here in the half. Frobe across the timeline. Frobe didn't get the screen from Whiteman. Garrett's Bowman. Back to Frobe. Oh, nearly knocked away. Frobe throws it back to Bowman. Saved it in there to Whiteman. Piper, not sure what to do, and we look out of sync. Goes past it to Frobe. Chloe. Bowman. Lincoln spreading the floor a little bit here on Dixon. Back out front, Bowman. Whiteman fell down. Baseline, Heitzig. Becca, 10-footer baseline. Is it? No good. Rebound, Frobe taps it away. Saves it to Bowman. Loads up a 3. Is it? No. And the place might have gone nuts. And Frobe kicks it, and it'll be Dixon basketball. Place might have gone nuts if Bowman had nailed that 3.
I know. Well, when your offense isn't flowing, you got to pick up your defense. So hopefully we pick it up here. I know we've got a 10-point lead, but we've got to get them speeding up a little bit.
McGowan dribbles around the trap. Out front goes to Drew. Drew going to drive baseline, throws up running one-hander. Froby the rebound. Froby ahead of the pack. Here comes Chloe to the races. Layup time. Got it. 22-10, the Lincoln lead. Dumpman in the backcourt, McGowan. McGowan, cross-court, Drew. Drew, back to McGowan. Oh, in trouble. Back to McGowan.
10 seconds.
And a 10-second call.
That's it. Great defense there by the Lady Railers.
Coach, I don't know what it is about their defense. It's an extended 2-3 zone, but for whatever reason, it seems to be confusing our people out front. And now they're trying to get set where to inbound the basketball right in front of the Dixon bench.
I'm not sure, they're just double teaming Chloe. When the ball gets passed, then they're...
Chloe, baseline Becca. Becca going to drive it in. Kick out to Bowman. Whiteman loads up three, top of the key. Nope, short. Rebound, Dumpman comes out of there with it, and here they are on the run. Minute 44 to go. Dumpman just going to load up a three. Nobody went out and got her. No good. Air ball. Saved in bounds to McGowan. McGowan in trouble. Back out front, Drew. Drew traveled. No call. Back out front, Dumpman. Dumpman drives in. Almost drug the pivot foot. Back out front to Drew.
Again, I wish we'd extend a little bit. There's nobody at the high post, and we're just sitting inside of the three-point. We need to speed them up and not allow them to get the ball into their post players.
McGowan out front, Drew. Drew fake, kick in the corner, Dumpman. Dumpman going to drive baseline. Back out front, McGowan. Lincoln's defense doing a pretty good job here. They go inside Williams, ball on the floor, out of bounds. It'll stay Dixon basketball. And that was a good job by Becca Heitzig. Not sure who touched the ball. Don't save it underneath their basket.
Yep, great. That was good by Becca.
Minute 4 to go here. They go out front, Dumpman. Dumpman, McGowan. Dumpman, Drew, out by the volleyball line. Again, they're not looking to shoot from outside very much, and when they have shot from outside, they've struggled with it. They go inside Pittman. She threw the ball away. Tried to get it to Williams inside and threw the basketball away. Froby back to Becca. Becca going to come across the timeline against McGowan, gets it to Bowman. Jenna back to Becca. Becca goes inside Froby. Froby free throw line. Corner Whiteman back out front. Bowman right wing three. Is it? Yes! Bang! A collision concept three from baseline Bowman off the right wing. It's 25-10. 26 seconds to go here in the half. Dumpman still in the backcourt. Still in the backcourt now across the timeline. Throws it cross court McGowan. They get it to Drew. Drew drives in. Drew in trouble. Double team back out front McGowan. McGowan down the lane. Kick back out Dumpman. She throws up a long three. No good. Front of the iron. McGowan the rebound up and good.
I think that's almost their offense. Just throw up a three.
Froby quickly the other way. Gets it across the timeline. Froby three-pointer. No good. Might have been partially blocked. And at the end of the half, Lincoln leads at 25-12. We're going to send it back to the WLCN studios for a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we will have the Grau Incorporated halftime show.
Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's live video stream coverage of LCHS Lady Railer basketball is sponsored by Bees Landscaping, Brian Clark State Farm Insurance, Chase Lowry, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Culver's of Lincoln, Independent Health Insurance Agent Dara Entwistle, Darren Powell State Farm Insurance, Expedia Cruises, First National Bank in Tremont, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center of Lincoln, Heartland Community College, Lincoln, James Siddons, the Johnson Family, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Lincoln Land Communications, Me Realty, Renew Consignment and Thrift Shop, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Sal Polis, Schneider Masonry, Mayor Tracy Welch, United Community Bank, Missy's Sweet Shop, Simply Traveled Cruise Planners, Complete Lawn Care, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, and the LCHS Lady Railer Basketball Alumni. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer Basketball.
Back here at LaSalle-Peru for the Growl Incorporated halftime show, where Lincoln leads the Supersectional over Dixon by a score of 25-12. Let's say about a few of our fine sponsors while we've got a minute. Dara Entwistle, your independent health insurance agent, advocating for you, your family, your company, located at 101.5 South Kickapoo Street, Suite 6 in Lincoln. Call 217-651-8046. Darren Powell, your good neighbor State Farm agent over in Mount Pulaski. He's on the square. Stop by the office at 114 East Cook. Call 217-792-3371. Missy's Sweet Shop up in Atlanta, specializing in custom cupcakes, cookies, wedding cakes, and birthday cakes. Stop by the shop in downtown Atlanta. Call 309-825-5291 or go online to missysweetshop.com. Yeah, that sounds good right now, doesn't it? The Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Pastor Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Find them on Facebook or learn more at myfgec.org. James Siddons, a proud supporter and fan of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball. Lincoln Heating and Cooling, the carrier experts, 217-735-5835. Isn't it about time you got that air conditioning checked? The LMH Community Health Collaborative, improving the health of the people and communities it serves. Find them on Facebook to learn more about their offerings, such as the LMH Trailblazers Walking Program on Wednesday. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois. Call Brad, 217-314-9654. Tartar Brothers Mechanical, located at 602 Broadway Street, downtown Lincoln. Online at tartarbrothers.com. Well, Coach, we saw a brief appearance of the Red and Green Express where it kind of got moving a little bit.
Yeah, we did.
But still struggling with the shooting in the first half. Certainly not getting many easy buckets. Dixon playing some pretty tough defense. And again, we talked off air. It's an extended 2-3 zone where you have two people. If Chloe has the basketball, there are two people running a trap out front. Somebody's got to be open in the middle of that 2-3 zone and got to start knocking down some 15-footers. Yep. That'll eliminate that 2-3 zone real quick.
It definitely will. And normally we're knocking those shots down, and we've seen teams try it in the past, and they have to come out of it because we do have so many weapons. Just a slow offensive start, like we talked about. Not letting Dixon control the tempo. I feel like Dixon controlled the tempo that whole half. We maybe for a couple minutes we controlled the tempo, but I feel like we've let them control the pace of this game, and we've got to put some pressure on them to make mistakes, and instead we're just kind of sitting back. To me, that's playing not to lose instead of playing to win, and that sometimes can bite you in the butt. So I feel like we need to do what has got us here, and we need to get out and pressure the basketball and create some of those turnovers. We need Dixon's guards to make decisions rashly, not have 10 seconds to decide if they're going to make a bounce pass inside to their big girls, because they do outsize us. So we've got to make them speed up their thinking process.
And unlike many other games, Lincoln's just allowed Dixon to play catch with the basketball out by the volleyball. And really, folks, there's no other way to put it. If you're watching the video on the other service, and if you're not watching the video, that's the description of it. Dixon's played catch a lot out near the volleyball line, 30 feet from the basket. They've wanted to go inside to their big people. Yeah. I'll give credit. I'll tell you what, Tori Garrett's, Piper Whiteman, and McKinley Knapp have done a heck of a job battling inside and keeping their big people from getting the basketball and keeping them for the most part, off of the backboards, too.
Yeah, and we talked about, I think their offense is, hey, we'll pass it around for about a minute. We're going to chuck up a three, and we're going to plop our bigger girls at the box and then just pray that they get the rebound putbacks.
And, I always say the first 4 minutes of the third quarter in high school basketball is always the most important. So if you're Lincoln, you want to get out and really start sticking, as we call it, sticking the knife in to Dixon the first 4 minutes of the third quarter.
Yes.
This is not a team you want to let them keep hanging around.
No, very, very disciplined team. And so far I feel like has controlled the tempo. We had about a 2-minute stretch where we built our lead, and other than that, they've controlled it.
How about you give us the Ground Incorporated scoring at halftime?
Okay, we'll start with Dixon. Jessica Pittman has 2. Haley Williamson, 2. Amiri McGowan has 5. And Reese Dumman with 3 for the 12 points for Dixon. And for your Lady Railers, we have, let me get to my box score here. We've got McKinley Knapp with 2, Piper Whiteman with 2, Becca Heitzig with 5, Chloe Froby with 8, and Jenna Bowman with 8 for 25 points for your first half of play here in LaSalle-Peru.
If you're Dixon's coach, Brian Clayson, you probably are happy to the point you're down only 13 at the end of the first half to the #1 ranked team in the state. We heard their radio people say their girls were just happy to be here. Well, you may be happy to be here, but you still want to win a basketball game.
Yeah.
And to say that you've been able to control the tempo of the first half, you haven't let anybody on the Lincoln team run wild.
No, you have not.
Although, as we talked about, I think if we had two or three extra buckets there that Lincoln has missed some easy, some 10-footers, 15-footers that they normally would make. Couple 3 extra buckets. This is almost a 20-point game at that point in time.
Right.
And they're probably not as happy to only be down 13.
Right. No, I feel like the second half, hopefully we're going to come out with a little bit more legs and energy. And, that's what we kind of do is wear teams down. But here's what they kind of worked on. We didn't get to really wear them down much. We didn't run a whole lot. We let them control. So I'm hoping here that we make a big push here, and I'll be good for a running clock in the fourth quarter. I'd be happy with that.
Lincoln student section got a little vocal there in the second quarter. Hopefully they'll be more vocal here in the second half. Both teams have made their way back out onto the floor. And something unusual, I don't see, neither team picked up a basketball to warm up to start the second half.
Yeah, I would almost feel like we need to get a couple shots put up, but I don't think we ever do. So maybe abnormal for Dixon, but for us, I feel like a lot of times we don't come out till about 1:20 left to go, and so here we go. Here we go, guys. We got 16 more minutes of play.
There goes the 1-minute buzzer. Possession arrow shows Dixon, so they'll have the ball to start the second half.
We got Taryn Stoltenberg back in the ball game. As you know, she was in a little bit of foul trouble. She had 2 fouls that picked up 2 quick fouls. So starting for the second half will be your regular starters: Taryn Stoltenberg, Chloe Froby, Becca Heitzig, Jenna Bowman, and Tori Garretts.
This is the final half of basketball for one of these two teams. Who's it going to be? We start the second half. Drew inbounds, goes right side McGowan, back out front Drew. Again, they appear to be very patient out front. Lob pass McGowan on the baseline. Back out front Drew. Lincoln did a good job cutting her off. Drew out at the volleyball line, nearly stolen by Stolzenberg to Williams. Now they brought Williams out front. They're posting Pittman inside. McGowan goes baseline Dumman. Back out front McGowan. Again, they're playing catch with it out front. Williams way out from the basket. Goes to Drew. Pittman posted inside. They're looking inside for her. They're running Dumman off the baseline. Dumman nearly stolen by, stolen by Stolzenberg. Knocked out of bounds. Taryn. Bowman almost had it stolen in the corner.
Yeah, and I almost thought there was a travel there, but...
Drew back to inbounds. They've run almost a minute off the clock. We've got 7:14 to go here in the third. In the corner, Dumman. She's going to drive baseline. Throws up a wild shot. Rebound. Williams throws it up and good. And you're right. I think they just throw it up there and park one of their big girls under the basket and hope they get the rebound.
I'm pretty sure that's what the offensive strategy is tonight. So
Froby tried to get the screen from Garretts. Didn't get it. Baseline Becca. Becca back to Bowman. Left side 3 up. No good. Around and out. Pittman the rebound. And again, you don't want to let this team hang around. 25-14 the Lincoln lead. And 6:42 to go. McGowan. Drew. Dumpman going to try the and push off by McGowan. They caught her.
Yep.
She pushed Becca Heitzig in the back. That'll be the second foul on Amari McGowan as they went for that lob pass again. And the turnover goes back to Lincoln. Froby, Bowman across timeline. Bowman, left-handed dribble, left side Becca. Becca goes to Froby. Froby almost stepped back, shot it. Now Froby with the double team to Becca. Becca going to drive in the lane, kick to Bowman. Bowman, corner Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg, Froby. Froby double teamed out front, can't get away. Froby on the double team, goes to Garretts. Garretts, baseline Heitzig. Nice move by Becca. Good fake. Stolzenberg, back out front. Bowman, three on the way. Is it? No good. Rebound. Garrett's layup time. No good. Rebound, Froby. Froby going to bring it back out. Froby going to drive in. Euro step. Threw up. No good. Rebound. Williams gets it.
Got whacked in the face, but no call.
Drew the basketball out front. 5:37 to go here in the third. Shot out of the corner by Dumpman. It is no good. Around and out. Rebound Garretts. Garretts to Froby. And now Lincoln pushes the basketball. Ahead to Heitzig. Becca inside. Good pass. Stolzenberg. Layup. Got it.
Got it.
27-14, the Lincoln lead. Dumpman in the backcourt. Ball stolen away by Froby. Froby looking for somebody. Gets it to Taryn. Taryn back to Chloe. Chloe, nice little spin move. Chloe, stop. Bowman. Baseline Heitzig. 10-footer, is it? Yes! Yes! 29-14, the Lincoln lead. And is this the Red and Green Express? McGowan now in the backcourt. Dribbles into the Lincoln press. Nearly travel the basketball. Gets it to Dumpman. Dumpman across the timeline. Now she's in trouble. Nearly stolen by Froby. To Drew. Drew
there
down to McGowan. And there they go. Playing catch with it out by the volleyball line. Ball stolen away by Stolzenberg. Ahead to Froby. Chloe off to the races. Nice fake layup. No good. Got her own rebound up and good. 31-14. And if she doesn't do that at least once a game, I don't know where I'm at. Dumpman is going to get fouled by Garretts on a tacked foul on the sidelines. There was contact. That's the second on Tori Garretts and the first on Lincoln in the third quarter. Lincoln up 17, 31-14. 4:29 to go. McGowan out front. Drew to McGowan. They
Keep
go
the
inside
Pittman.
Williams.
Good job.
Ball
That's
stolen
what we
away
need to
by
do.
Lincoln. And knocked out of bounds by Bowman. It'll be Dixon basketball.
Great job by Becca Heitzig to actually dig the ball. You know, we just need to keep putting pressure on her when she puts the ball down. Dig. And good job by Becca Heitzig.
Dixon to inbounds under their own basket, left side or right side. They go into Pittman. Pittman nearly travel the basketball. Into corner McGowan they go. McGowan back out front. Drew, McGowan, and again, they're out by the volleyball line. They go to corner Dumpman. She'll launch a three, and it is in and out, no good. Rebound on the floor. Bowman chases it down. Jenna in trouble, needs help. Gets it to Chloe. Chloe pushes the ball up the floor. Now Froby across timeline. They pull the double team just a little bit, and now gives it off to Becca Heitzig. Froby going to run through a series of screens, gets the ball, goes baseline, Stolzenberg. Heitzig in the lane, 10-footer, good! Good! 33-14, the Lincoln lead. And Becca Heitzig's got her shooting touch back. Dumpman throws it across McGowan.
All over and back!
And almost a backcourt violation.
Yes.
They go inside Williams.
Dig,
Williams, look
dig.
at that. That's defense inside by Tori Garretts. Here comes Chloe on the run. Chloe right side Stolzenberg. Oh, nice fake by Taryn. Gets it to Bowman. Bowman baseline Becca. Becca the fake shot. Becca going to bring it back out. Now Becca going to reset the Lincoln offense. Let's see what they run. Becca around the screen. A hard screen. Goes inside Froby. Froby in the lane. 5-footer. Is it? No good. Off the back of the iron. Rebound Williams. And there's a fight for the basketball. Williams traveled the basketball. No call. Drew across the timeline. 2:48 to go in the third. And Stolzenberg going to get nailed for the foul. And that is her third. Piper Whiteman going to come in the basketball game for Lincoln.
And Taryn's it's been nice having Taryn there on the wing. She's had a lot of deflections, caused some turnovers, so.
Dixon inbound the basketball. Drew McGowan.
Piper and
They're posting Williams. Williams is really pushing Piper Whiteman inside. And Piper's doing a great job of staying in front of her, not letting her get the ball. Drew goes down the lane, throws up a shot up and good. Katie Drew drove right down the lane. Williams just cleared it out for her, and it's 33-16.
And that was her first 2 points of the night, of the game.
Froby across to Becca. Becca between the circles, out near the center circle. Becca around a screen in the corner. Goes to Garrett's. Garrett's 15-footer. Good! TG Tori Garrett's nailed a 15-footer. And it's 35-16. 2 minutes to go here in the third. Hargrave in the backcourt. Still in the backcourt. Gets it to Drew. Drew to McGowan. McGowan, Drew. McGowan, back out front, Drew. Williams is just pushing hard inside. Pittman throws the ball to McGowan, back out front, Drew. Drew going to drive down the lane again. Oh my goodness. Chloe Froby going to get called for the foul.
And they're going to call a hand touch, but hopefully we see that then on both ends of the floor. We'll hope so that we see that.
Dixon trying to inbound the ball, almost a handoff to McGowan. Gets it back to Drew. Between the legs dribble, back out front, Hargrave to Drew. Minute 33 to go. They go to Williams. Williams against Whiteman's traveled with a basketball, and Whiteman's going to get called for the foul. Williams going to go to the line with 2 shots. And that already is 14 fouls here in the third quarter on the Lady Rail Splitters.
Well, there's 1:28 left to go here in the third quarter, so this is where you like that the 5 fouls then reset here in about a minute 28. So
Hallie Williams, or Williamson, sorry. Hallie Williamson going to go to free throw line, makes the freebie. Williamson's second went up and good. Got them both. Substitution. Number 10 in the basketball game, Addie Lose, a sophomore, comes into the basketball game for
and
Dixon.
number 32, Mackenzie Toms checking in.
Mackenzie Toms in the basketball game. So a little bit different look out front as Heitzig comes across the timeline. Goes right wing Froby. Chloe back to Becca. Becca, Garrett's drives in looking for somebody and travel the basketball. Lincoln has not been crisp on offense most of this game and is lucky to be up as much as they are right now. 35-18, minute 7 to go. And pressure out front. Stolen. Here comes Froby down the lane. Layup up and good. Contact and no call, but it's 39-18. They're in the backcourt still. Hargrave in the backcourt, 53 seconds to go. Correction is 37-18. Shot up Drew, up good. 37-20.
I think Lincoln will probably go for the last shot here.
35 seconds on the clock. Lincoln with a 17-point lead. Right wing Heitzig. Heitzig around the screen from Garrett's. Goes baseline. Bowman up and no good. Rebound Becca skies for it. Becca to Froby. Froby goes into Garrett's. Back to Becca. Becca going to drive in the lane. Becca to Bowman again. Loads her up. Is it? Bang! A collision contest 3, making a 20-point lead. The clock going to wind down. I don't think they're going to get a shot off. Hargrave still in the backcourt. 3 seconds to go. Lost the ball out of bounds. It's Lincoln ball with .9 on the clock. Becca will inbounds. They're going to come out and guard Froby, but they get it to Bowman. Bowman couldn't get the shot off in time at the end of 3 quarters. Lincoln leads it over Dixon 40-20. We'll send it back to WLCN for 60 seconds.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
by Jenna Bowman toward the end of the third quarter gave Lincoln a 20-point lead, 40-20. 8 minutes to go in this basketball game. 8 minutes for the Lady Railers to make a return trip to Redbird Arena, and they'll have the basketball to start the fourth quarter as this massive Lincoln crowd rises to its feet in unison.
They're willing these girls through this, so.
A gutty performance by the Lady Railers tonight through three basketball game. And we see almost locked hands out front. The two girls out front, and Froby goes to Bowman. Bowman back to Chloe. Need to take care of the basketball. They go into Garrett's. Whiteman, Piper Whiteman in the basketball game. Nearly threw the ball away. Ball on the floor and knocked out of bounds by Dixon. It'll be Lincoln basketball as Mackenzie Toms knocked it out of bounds.
Probably a dangerous pass there to pass there in the corner.
Bowman to inbounds right in front of the Lincoln bench. There was a dangerous pass. Fortunately, Becker caught it. Becker tied up, gets it to Bowman. In the corner they go. Shot out of the corner. Froby, no good. And Whiteman's going to get called for the foul, I think. Yep. Piper Whiteman crashed into Mackenzie Toms. And that'll be 2 on Piper Whiteman. Drew in the backcourt, McGowan. McGowan easily dribbles across the timeline, goes baseline. McGowan to Drew. Drew, Dompman, back out front, Drew. McGowan. Williamson is really beating on Piper Whiteman inside. Dumpman goes to McGowan. McGowan. And ball stolen away by Lincoln. Bowman ahead of the pack. Jenna lays it up, blocked from behind.
No foul. Oh, did they call a foul?
Ooh.
That was a late whistle.
That was a late whistle, and I'm not sure about that, Coach.
Well, I think they got it from the behind. I don't know if it was the first initial one, but then some girl came flying in at the end.
Mackenzie Toms gets nailed for the foul. Bowman at the line for 2. Missed it. Yeah, the girls are making it rough on the announcers up here.
Yes.
Second one, Jenna up and good. Got it. 41-20, the Lincoln lead. Drew in the backcourt. Froby just stole a basketball. Froby, nice little spin move. Got the ball ripped away from Dumpman. Dumpman down, going to run in. Dumpman stopped in the lane. And made the shot. And fouled by Piper Whiteman. Make it 41-22. And they're going to go to the line with a chance to cut it to an 18-point lead. Reese Dumpman at the line. Up and got it. Well, that was a 5-point swing right there.
That was.
Froby will bring it across timeline. Gets it to Bowman. Bowman. Whiteman. Piper back out front to Jenna. Jenna to Chloe. Chloe drives in. Chloe down the lane. Spin move up and couldn't get it. Rebound battle for Williamson takes it away. Drew in the backcourt. Drew in trouble. Gets it to McGowan. McGowan across the timeline, having trouble dribbling it left-handed. And she's in trouble. And a jump ball called. And the possession arrow will favor Dixon. 6:24 to go. They're going to sub again, and they're going to bring in Addie Lose back in the basketball game. McGowan's going to take a seat. They go to Drew. Drew, Lose. They're looking inside for their big girl. Dumpman. Dumpman in trouble. Throws it to Pittman. Pittman threw the ball away. Ball in the corner. Lose saves it. Lose baseline. Stolen away by Lincoln. Whiteman's got it. Take care of the basketball, girls. Froby, cross timeline. Froby, cross court Bowman. Bowman. Stolzenberg. Taryn around the screen from Froby. Taryn drives in, goes to Bowman. Bowman goes in the lane, Heitzig. Becca, kick out front. Stolzenberg rises for a 3, short. Nothing but air. Didn't even hit the net.
Yeah.
And it goes the other way, and here comes Dixon. 5:39 to go in the basketball game. Plenty of time. Lose out front. Drew and Froby stolen away. Went up for the shot. Froby grabbed it. Here comes Chloe. Chloe down the lane, up and good. The Lincoln lead back to 20, 43-23. Dixon still in the backcourt. Lose in the backcourt. In the backcourt. She's in trouble. Froby picked her pocket. She's pushing all over and going to get. There's a 10-second call. The 10-second call. Well, that was probably a foul there.
I think a foul on them as they were pushing off as Froby was trying to get to the ball, but never seen a 10.
Stolzenberg to inbound. Stolzenberg out front. Becca going to drive in the lane. 5-footer up, no good, but she got fouled. And we're going to go to the line and shoot 2. And the foul's on Katie Drew.
I think that's her second.
No, they called it on Dumpman.
Oh.
Reese Dumpman, and I believe that is her second. Becca Heitzig to the line. 2 on the way up and no good. Good gravy. Oh.
Well, I guess if you're going to have a bad night to shoot, I guess, and you still are up by 20 points.
And we have Coach Taylor Rohrer has taken a full timeout. We are going to keep it right here.
And let's go through.
Hang on a second. Realty, locally owned and operated. Me Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse the listings online at merealty.com. Go ahead, Coach.
Oh, just talking about kind of what we're seeing throughout this we have 5 minutes left here in the ball game, and your Lady Railers are up 43-23. And in shooting, kind of tell you, shooting 17 of 34. Free throw line, we're 5 of 11 tonight from the free throw line. 4 of 13 from the three-point line. So, and I'm usually off a little bit. I'm going to say we're probably 17 of 40. Not one of our best shooting nights.
No, Coach, and honestly, if Lincoln was shooting even at a normal clip, this would be probably a 25, 30-point basketball game at this point.
Correct.
Well, the Lincoln crowd rises to its feet. 5:07 to go.
McKinley Knapp has checked back into the ball game for Piper Whiteman.
Heitzig going to go to the line with a second of 2 free throws. Becca eyes it up and got it. 44-23, the Lincoln lead. Lose in the backcourt, gets it to Drew. Drew in trouble. They're still in the backcourt, risking a tense. Now they finally get it across the timeline. And trapped. They're trapped. Froby nearly steals the ball. Could have been a foul call there. She ran into Pittman. Drew traveled down the lane, trying to make a layup. No good. Rebound. Bowman comes out of there with it, and Lincoln going to come the other way. Knapp out front. Heitzig right wing. Hargrave on her. Becca double teamed out front for a moment. Gets it to Froby. Froby in the corner, Bowman. Jenna around the Froby screen. Jenna back to Chloe. Chloe drives in, gets it to Becca. Becca baseline, Stolzenberg. Nice ball fake. Back out front, Becca. Becca going to drive it in the lane. Good pass to Knapp. McKinley couldn't handle it. Out of bounds. It'll be Dixon basketball. Dummon going to come back in the game for number 10, Lose. And Coach, a little surprised that McGowan hasn't come back in the basketball game yet.
Yeah, I don't know if he's got some seniors or
Hargrave
out of bounds.
Dribbled the ball out of bounds.
(44-23), 4:08 left here in the ball game here at the Supersectional game.
And the turnover goes back to Lincoln as Becca goes into Chloe. Chloe spin move down the lane, got hammered and lays it up and in. And no call on the contact. 46-23, the Lincoln lead. And the clock really starting to be the enemy of Dixon. Drew, cross-court Dumpman, back to Drew. Drew, Dumpman out front. They go cross-court Lose, back out front Drew.
They're going to call a double foul.
And a double foul on McKinley Knapp and Hallie Williamson.
But I thought that now if it's a double foul, does it a jump ball?
It is a jump ball. And
this should be possession. So then it should be a jump ball, should be Lincoln's basketball, should be a jump ball.
And Coach Rohrer is up barking about it. It's a double foul. It is a jump ball as a double foul.
But what did he call? I'm not sure what the explanation for that, because both of them received fouls.
Well, this is some very strange officiating in a big basketball game. And what's the call here? And a foul? Are they going to call Knapp again?
They're going to get McKinley. I'd just probably take her out of the game right now, because they are. This is getting
a bit out of hand, folks, as McKinley Knapp gets nailed for a second foul, and McKinley should know that they're going to start. They're watching her after the double foul, and Williamson's pushing just as much, if not more, as McKinley. And you can see it going on inside if you were watching the video. 3 on the way up, no good. Ball batted around underneath. And out of bounds. Williamson was out of bounds, touched it. It'll go Lincoln basketball. Garrett's going to come in for Knapp.
Yep.
McKinley's played a good basketball game tonight,
She played a great basketball game tonight. Wonderful.
3.5 minutes to go in the Supersectional here from LaSalle-Peru. Heitzig across timeline. Heitzig, Stolzenberg. They put McGowan back in the basketball game. Post and Froby. They try to go into her. Chloe gets it. Goes outside Bowman. Bowman back to Tarrant. Inside Froby. Froby going to spin in the lane. Throws it up. No good. Couldn't get it. Rebound Pittman. Froby and Pittman battling for it. And Froby going to get nailed for the foul.
And that'll be the 5th foul. So Dixon will be shooting the rest of this quarter. 3 minutes and 3 seconds left to go here.
Yeah, you sure didn't want to put them at the line with a chance to score with no time running off the clock.
Yeah, I'm still going back though. I don't understand why. So I've got somebody explained it to me. Point of interruption, I guess.
Yes, that's what Dan just sent that to me. Thank you, Dan. It's no longer a jump ball as Pittman makes the first of 2 free throws.
See, you learn something every day.
Dan is the answer man. Second one up, no good. Rebound, Garrett's. Garrett's nearly had it batted away. She gets it out of there and gets it to Chloe. Chloe ahead quickly to Becca. Becca out front against McGowan. Becca going to drive in the lane, kick to Bowman. Now they're posting Froby to Becca. Right wing, Becca. 2:47 to go. Lincoln looking like they're going to run a little clock. Maybe it's layup free throw time. Although Dixon only has 1 foul at this point. They got plenty of fouls to give. Out front, Becca. Becca Stolzenberg to Becca. Handoff Froby. 2:31 to go here. Heitzig in the lane. Kick back out Bowman. Lincoln playing a little keep away. Heitzig in the corner. Back out front Bowman. Bowman Stolzenberg. Froby looking for somebody. Froby going to drive it in. Gets it to Garrett's. Back out Stolzenberg to Bowman. Lincoln running clock. Bowman. Stolzenberg. Froby baseline Garrett's. Back out front Stolzenberg. Froby. And foul. Dixon's going to get a foul. I think it's going to be on Dumman. Let's see.
I do think so. And I think that's their 4th foul. Yep. That's their 4th team foul.
Foul is on number 21, Dumman.
As the students section starts to chant, "No School Friday."
Lincoln to inbound. Stolzenberg.
And Strickland is giving him a thumbs up.
Oh, and Jenna missed the layup. Rebound Froby. Froby got punched in the face. Knocked down and no call. Froby now on defense. Dumman out front. Minute 49 to go. Dumman, a 3-pointer from the volleyball lineup. No good. Rebound. Lose. Knocked away by Lincoln. And Whiteman has it on the floor. And here comes Chloe the other way. 46-24. You can start warming the bus up, folks.
Minute 36 left to go here.
Baseline Whiteman. Out front Bowman. Bowman at the volleyball line. Gets it to Froby. Froby to Jenna. Jenna nearly double dribbled the basketball. Back to Froby, the handoff. Chloe going to drive it in. Chloe's getting hammered out front.
They are not going to call anything.
Becca to Bowman. To Whiteman. Lincoln playing keep away. Whiteman to Froby. Froby over to Bowman. Minute to go on the clock. 46-24.
And the Rayler fans are coming to their
Rayler
feet.
Nation rises to its feet. Froby to Bowman. Bowman Heitzig. And it looks like Brian Clayson somewhat called off the dogs. They're not fouling. Stolzenberg, Heitzig. 42 seconds to go. Away from a Bird Arena return. Hashtag one goal looks to survive another day. And we'll play 2 games this weekend up at Redbird Arena no matter what. Froby, Bowman, they're still running time and doing a good job of it. 19-18 on the clock. Dixon applauding their girls. They put forth a fine effort tonight. Heitzig to Jenna Bowman.
Let's hear it at home, Railer Nation! Stay bound!
Make some noise, Logan County!
Stay
The Lady Railers are returning to Redbird Arena! The final score,
No
looking
score
46.
Friday, right?
And Dixon 24. As Lincoln wins the Supersectional for the 2nd year in a row and will return to Redbird Arena to play on Friday in the 2nd 3A semifinal game at Redbird Arena. Both teams shake hands. The Lady Railers gather, and we're going to hope that you can pick up the presentation of the Supersectional champions here at LaSalle-Peru.
We would like to congratulate the Duchesses from Dixon High School on an outstanding season.
Dixon ends the season 27-7 as the nets already have come down at one end. And there's the presentation of the Supersectional plaque.
The Lincoln Rails winners with the Supersectional championship plaque. Good luck in next week's
Woo! Let's hear it, Railer Nation!
There they are, folks. The Lincoln Lady Railers grit this one out and win it 46-24. Here at LaSalle.
Here comes the student
Here comes the student section to
We're
celebrate.
mighty but loud.
I'm okay with this. It's the storming the court that bothers me. And the students came out, celebrated nicely, and go back off the floor. So Lincoln wins it. Pictures being taken out there. We're going to send it back to the WLCN studios for 2 minutes. We're going to send Coach down to go get photos because I know that's what she wants to do. Don't forget to come back up. Let's send it back to WLCN for a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have more of the postgame show.
Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's live video stream coverage of LCHS Lady Railer basketball is sponsored by Bees Landscaping, Brian Clark State Farm Insurance, Chase Lowry, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Culver's of Lincoln, Independent Health Insurance Agent Dara Entwistle, Darren Powell State Farm Insurance, Expedia Cruises, First National Bank in Tremont, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center of Lincoln, Heartland Community College, Lincoln, James Siddons, the Johnson family, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Lincoln Land Communications, Me Realty, Renew Consignment and Thrift Shop, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Sal Polis, Schneider Masonry, Mayor Tracy Welch, United Community Bank, Missy's Sweet Shop, Simply Traveled Cruise Planners, Complete Lawn Care, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, and the LCHS Lady Railer Basketball Alumni. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer Basketball.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm Agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Back here at LaSalle-Peru, where you've got a very happy Railer Nation out on the floor celebrating with the girls. A 46-24 win. Tori Garrett's is out there with her folks. McKinley Knapp out there celebrating with her family. Angie Whiteman's over with Piper. Jenna Bowman right now being interviewed by Dave Kindred as Amanda Bowman totals up the book. Becca Heitzig out there with her family. Taryn Stolzenberg out there with her family. And Lincoln wins at 46-24. Give you some of the other scores of interest. Lincoln would play the Montini, Grace Lake Central winner, and right now Montini is up 32-21 in that Supersectional. At the half, Glenwood leads at Highland by a score of 22-20. And going into the fourth quarter, Hinsdale South leads Marion Catholic 25-19. That's the top part of the bracket. The Hinsdale South Marion Catholic winner faces the Glenwood Highland winner in the first 3A semifinal up at Redbird Arena. As Timmy cheered up here. Bobby And now Bobby V says it's the Redbird Express. Let's see if maybe we can get a player or two up here to interview. Hang on a second, folks. Mesa, that you on the phone? We got Mesa McLeod on the phone. Hi, Mesa. Mesa's at are you still in St. John's? She's waving to us from the hospital. Hi, Mesa. Good to see you, baby. Mesa McLeod as McKinley brings Mesa up here. All right. You played a heck of a basketball game out there tonight. What's it feel like to make that return to Redbird Arena?
It feels great. We've been working hard all season, and it feels good to put all that hard work in and end up going back again for the second year.
You know, they hardly ever call a double foul, but you and that girl were pushing and beating and banging pretty good down there, weren't you?
That was the second time I've had it this season, and she did it first, and I didn't even do anything wrong.
It's always the second one that gets caught. You know that, don't you?
Not with money.
All right. Thanks for coming up and joining us. Hey, send me Garrett's. Go down and grab Tori and send her up here, will you?
Yeah.
I'm going to see if Matt can get us Tori Garrett's up here. See if we can grab Tasmania Stolzenberg as TG heads up with us. All right, got to know, how does it feel to make the return to Redbird?
Amazing.
Had a little foul trouble tonight, didn't you?
Yeah, well, some interesting calls, but I'm just going to learn from it, and then I won't do that when it really matters.
They were a pretty physical team out there.
Yeah, I tried to match it, but I went a little overboard.
Did you have a little trouble with the way they played defense? It was an odd way for them to play defense.
Yeah, they kind of played spread out 2-3 kind of in the passing lane. I mean, it was different than what we usually see because, we usually see a man, but I don't know. I think, once we got used to it, it was fine.
Looks like you might be playing Montini on Friday night. You ready for him?
We'll be ready.
All right, Terrence says they'll be ready. Thanks for coming up and joining us, hon. Let's get TG up here.
Hey.
You and Piper and McKinley had some real battles going inside with their big girls, didn't you?
Probably leave with a few bruises, but it's okay.
The Williamson girl, the number 40, she was big and bulky. I mean,
she was strong, yeah.
Yeah, she was very strong, and it looked like anytime she got the ball inside, she was just going to bowl her way to the basket.
Oh, yeah.
It also looked like, Coach and I noticed this, that a lot of times their offense seemed to be they would throw up a shot but park their two big girls under the basket and just hope they'd get the rebound.
Yeah. And then that number 23 would just rush right in, and that kind of killed us. But
so you struggle a little bit tonight with the way they played defense because it was a strange way to play defense with having the two girls come out like that. If you see it again, you're going to be ready for it?
Yeah, we'll just keep working on it and improve.
Nice shot you had there tonight. Nice way to battle in there. You did a pretty good job tonight, kid.
Thanks.
So how does it feel to go back to Redbird Arena?
Gosh, it feels awesome. One step closer to our goal, so 2 more games.
Hashtag one goal. You're going to have a game Friday. You're going to have 2 games this weekend no matter what. Got to get the first one on Friday night.
Yep, we'll keep working.
All right, we're going to let you go. Go down there with the rest of your family and get ready to go eat somewhere, I presume.
Oh, yeah.
All right, TG, good game. Thanks for coming up and joining us, girl. Tori Garrett's coming up, joining us on the postgame show. Hey, Tori, send Piper up here, will you? We continue to try and fill time on the postgame show. We'll get Piper Whiteman to come on up here. Piper's not shy. Okay, girl.
I might accidentally yell.
No, don't. It's okay. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Okay. Now I have a question for you. Have you ever actually acknowledged that you committed a foul?
Oh yeah, I fouled that girl down there, and they probably should have called it at the half. That happened too.
But on the other end, I saw.
They don't call it when I foul, and they call it when I don't foul. It's fine though.
They had your number. Tough ball game tonight. They played very tough basketball. A lot of physical basketball too. Did you feel like you struggled a little bit with the way they played defense because the offense didn't look as crisp as it normally does?
Yeah, no, I think we just didn't execute our offensive plan. We were supposed to attack the gaps, and I felt like we struggled with that. But we have those nights, and I'm glad that our defense was turned into our offense. So.
All right, so it really to me is a stupid question, but I'll ask it anyway. How does it feel to go back to Redbird Arena?
It feels awesome, and I'm so glad we get to do it for the seniors last year, and I'm so glad I can experience with them before they leave next year.
You got 2 in a row. What are you going to do for an encore?
Sorry,
because you're back next year. What are you going to do for an encore next year? You're back next year with a good group of junior varsity girls.
Oh, yeah.
What are you going to do for an encore? Because you made 2 trips now to Redbird Arena.
Might have to make a 3rd trip.
So what's going to be your hashtag then for next year? 3 in a row? Hashtag 3 in a row?
I haven't thought of that, Nick. I haven't thought yet. We'll have to come up with something clever.
All right. Come up with something clever, dear. Thanks for coming up and joining us. Go on back, celebrate. Piper Whiteman coming up, joining us on the postgame show. I see that Coach has started up here and then been detained, which is fine. As my broadcast partner, I have no idea. Connor, do you have any idea where our color commentator has gone? You know, Connor, there she is. You know, if we win the state championship, I don't know what we're going to have to. We're going to have to do something about her. I don't know what it is. She may rush the floor herself. Get us all kicked out of Redbird Arena.
We're never going back.
No, we'll never. They won't let us back in, folks. You'll have to watch the NFHS network because they won't allow us back. Well, I'll just get other broadcasters. They're a dime a dozen, trust me on this. Coach Al is wandering around down here with a clipboard in his hand. wanting to talk to Taylor Rohrer, giving a hug for Coach Rohrer as she was set to make her way up here. And my color commentator is still, she's making her way slowly but surely back here. And again, Coach Rohrer finally getting loose and making her way up here. Well, I know we're not supposed to look past anything, but Piper was up here, and I've already got the hashtag for next year. Hashtag's going to be 3 in a row. That's going to be the hashtag. I kind of like it, don't you?
I love it, but let's worry about Friday.
I know.
First.
So it looks like, from what we're seeing of the scores here, Montini is leading Grace Lake Central in the fourth, or start of the fourth, by 11. So it's probably going to be
That's it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That could change, and they haven't updated the scores yet. But I would say I'd be surprised Montini lost an 11-point lead in the fourth quarter.
They should win.
So it looks like you may end up playing Montini. And then on the top side of the bracket, you'll find this interesting. Hinsdale South was leading Marion Catholic at the start of the fourth, 25-19. Yeah, that was my reaction too. 25-19.
Really?
And this one may shock you as well. At half, Glenwood was leading Highland 22-20.
That doesn't shock me. Glenwood's a good team.
Glenwood's a good team, but I thought they would have more difficulty on Highland's floor. That's tough to go into somebody's house, especially with the following that Highland has. That would be that's a tough road game to play in the Supersectional.
Absolutely it is.
All right, let's talk about this one. Your defense came through again. Your defense did a really good job of playing and not letting their big people run wild inside.
Yeah, we played great defense. I mean, just outstanding defense. I don't think that we could have played better defense. We could have rebounded better, but we played great defense.
I didn't think you rebounded that badly. I thought you rebounded pretty good. And there were some.
I'm critical.
Well, there were some. Considering the size of the Williamson girl, I mean, she's bigger than anybody we have. She's very strong, and I really thought that Piper, Torrey, and McKinley, despite the foul calls, did a really good job of matching her physicalness inside.
Oh, they did outstanding. Our post players just rocked tonight. I mean, that was something we drilled into them all week, and they stepped up today, and they really played just so good.
It seemed like you struggled a little bit offensively, especially with the defense that they played, because it was it was an extended 2-3 zone, and they would allow the gaps in the middle, and then you got shots in the middle of the zone, but people that ordinarily make those shots didn't make them in the first half. This could have been a much wider margin than what it was if you'd have just shot, if your kids had shot like they normally do, because Becca missed a bunch of 10-footers there in the first half.
Yeah, it was just one of those nights. There was a lid on the basket. We just couldn't get a ton to fall, and
if you're going to have a night like that and can still grind it out, you're still in pretty good shape. I mean, that's because that's really what your kids did tonight, was ground this one out.
Yeah, yesterday at practice we also were kind of having trouble scoring, and we always joke, hey, we're saving it for the game. Well, okay, we saved it for Friday today. But, I think that, like you said, we still found a way to grind it out, and, we played great defense. That won us the game, and then we were able to find ways to score, and, there was a lid on the basket tonight, That's the way it goes. That's part of the game, and you just got to find other ways.
I thought the officials called a pretty good basketball game for most of the night, but there at the end there were some calls that I couldn't explain, and we even questioned the We even questioned the double foul. It should have been a jump ball call, but I was texted by two people who would know, one an official, one a bench official, that apparently that went away in 2019, and it is just at the point of interruption, which makes no sense to me, because if it's a double foul, it's an infraction on both teams, and yet you're giving the ball back to one team.
Right. Well, I agree, but I don't make the rules.
No, I mean, if it's changed, it's changed, but it always had been a double foul, or it had been a jump ball. But so we got to talk to Mesa McLeod briefly. She was on McKinley's phone, and we got to video with her.
Okay.
We hope that Mesa's doing better. I understand she's a little bit under the weather.
Yeah.
So,
her and Lily aren't here, so they're both sick. So.
Well, we know Lily's got Lily's out basically because of the foot surgery that she had. So, I'll ask you this question, and I told Piper it was a dumb question. How do you feel after this? But I'm going to ask it to you this way: is there a sense of relief at this point that you put yourself in a position to be in a position to get back to Redbird Arena, and now you've made that last hurdle to go back to Redbird? Now you can focus on the goal of winning the state championship.
I think that this one's a little bit more special. It was a little bit harder earned. We had a really tough path. We saw a lot of really good teams. So this one means, almost more than last year's, because, we were good last year, but, and people thought maybe, but it wasn't, necessarily expected. And so, there was a little bit of pressure, I think, to make it back there. But I think that I'm really pumped that we're going back to Redbird, that we made it, that, that first hurdle has been accomplished. But these kids, they want a state title, and I want that for them. And so, I'm not going to breathe a sigh of relief until that trophy's in our hands. And if that doesn't happen, I'm still going to be as proud of them as I am today, and so that the pride for your kids never changes. You only continue to get more proud. But of course, I want what they want, and they want that state title. So I'm not going to breathe a sigh of relief yet. I'm excited, that we're going back to Redbird 2 years in a row. These kids have earned it. They did it. They fought for it. Every day in practice, every game, to just get better, to find a way. And this postseason's been hard. I mean, on top of the great teams we've played, on top of, the travel, all of those things, they've been sick all postseason. I mean, I think we've only had 2 full practices the entire postseason.
So you've still got some illness on the team. I heard about Chloe today, and you've got Mesa, and you've got Lily on the side. Lily on the sidelines. You've dealt with illness, but talk about this, if you will, for a second, because you have the experience. You've been there before. You've gone through, and I'm not talking about just playing on the Redbird. You're just playing in Redbird Arena and having that experience, but you have the experience of dealing with all of the distractions that go along with it. The glad handling and the people, people wanting your time for this, because you're going to have media people that are going to want your time again, like they did last year, to do interviews. You think your experience last year is going to help you deal with that this year and stay focused on the goal at hand?
I think so. I think anytime you've been somewhere before, you're a little bit more comfortable. I mean, and a lot of these kids now, this is number 3, because, a lot of these kids were on the volleyball team, and so they've done it now. This will be their 3rd time kind of in a row here, and I just think that you are able to settle in a little bit faster. You're a little bit more comfortable. It feels a little bit more like home. Even playing in a super. I told them before the game, hey, you've been here before. Like, you did this last year. You played in this game last year. It's a different place, different team, but you still were here last year. So rely on that experience and just go out and play ball.
It was, you talk about being there before, so let me tell you this. It was very neat from a broadcaster's perspective to get to go to Redbird Arena, and I can never repay the girls for getting us there and allowing, having the ability to do a state tournament. This year, I'm probably like you. I don't, for me, if they came and got somebody else and had them brought, okay, fine. I want it for the girls. I want it for them because of how hard they have worked. And it won't be an affront to me, but I will be very If it doesn't happen, I will feel very bad for them, not myself. And I think that's how the rest of Railer Nation feels at this point. You saw the turnout we had here tonight. They want this for them.
Absolutely, I do too. I want everything that they want. You know, whatever their goals are, I want that for them. They deserve it. They've earned it. And it's just, God, it's an incredibly special group. I'm so excited to go back to Redbird, but I'm also sad. I mean, that means that it's almost over. You know,
But
this group of seniors.
this senior.
That's what I'm talking about. Not this, you know, our team in general, but this group of seniors. It's almost over with them, and this is. It's not very often you get a team of 5 seniors with 0 jealousy and all
Zero
love.
drama. Yeah.
No drama. I mean, we're talking about high school girls here, and these kids love each other. I mean, I have never seen anything like it before. And it's just a really special thing.
She and I talked even in the line waiting to get in, that this group, it is amazing to me anyway, how this group has united a whole community behind them. I mean, you see people that, we've seen people connect that haven't connected. I've heard from people I haven't heard from 30, 35 years. There are people on Facebook, on Twitter, they're connecting again because of this basketball team and the way that the community has supported them. I mean, we had Flossie's has made box lunches. I mean, people have bought dinners. The support behind this team. I've talked to people that, you know, that had never seen, I've had people that have never seen a girls basketball game before, didn't care about basketball, who are now watching the YouTube feed, listening. They yell at their TV. They're yelling at their TV. This is what this team has done, and they've shown us that hard work, dedication, and teamwork still matters in the game of basketball. It will win you and get you a lot of places, as opposed to all the extracurricular stuff. Because nobody here, you know, there's no NIL money here. There's no trash talking that goes on among your girls that I at least have seen. You know, they don't do the extracurricular stuff. They don't get flustered. They just continue to play as a cohesive unit. You're right. I don't think we've seen anything like this, at least not in a long, long, long time.
It's a special group. It's not very often you get a group like this, and that's why they're so special. They're great basketball players, but they're special people.
They are special people, but it also is a reflection, too, of the way you coach them and this line you draw in the sand, that there's certain things, we do things a certain way, and we don't do things this way. And I think that that's also a reflection on you and a reflection on the high school itself, that, hey, this is the way we do things. There's a Railer way of doing things, and this is the way it's supposed to be done.
Right, yeah, they do. They definitely do everything the right way. It's a lot of fun.
All right, we're going to let you go because I'm sure that you're wanting to get down there and celebrate with family and probably go. You guys going to eat on the way home?
We are going to eat.
And that's the question, too. Is there going to be an escort of any? I've had people ask.
I'm unaware.
Okay.
I know Officer Rohr, not my husband.
Yeah.
Officer Rohr. That was last year at the Super. Had asked the girls prior. I'm unsure of what they had said.
Okay.
So,
well, how about we'll let Railer Nation put it out on Facebook or something?
So if Officer Rohr is out there at the Kruger elevator in about 2 hours and he's just randomly shooting off his firearm, it may not be connected to the celebration for the team coming home. We don't know.
I think that, well, he was here tonight.
Oh, he was here.
He was at the game.
Well, that doesn't mean he might not beat you home.
So, I don't know. So I think that, yeah, I don't know. I'm not the person to ask.
Okay. Yes. You know what? We'll wait, and so Railer Nation will let them know by social media. So
Yeah.
we'll be checking.
And we're getting fast food tonight, so it'll be quicker. It's going to be, like a
Culver's or a
Yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations
Yes,
on the return to Redbird. We will see you Friday night at Redbird Arena.
Okay.
We're going to love the trip back ourselves. Thank you, Coach.
Great. Thank you.
All right, Coach Rohr joining us on the post-game show. And my broadcast partner, who we had trouble finding in the crowd out there, has made it back here.
I think it's the jersey. I just blended in, right?
We were able to get interviews with McKinley Knapp. We were able to see Mesa McLeod on...
did you get to see Mesa?
Yes, we got to see
so
Mesa.
Nice.
We got to interview McKinley. We got to interview Taryn. We got to interview Tori.
Oh, that's great. I just was trying to see it. I see Piper there and Becca and McKinley here. And
well, I was going to holler at Becca.
Number 5, but I don't.
Lloyd's got her. That's fine. He'll post that interview on on the YouTube, and I was going to holler at Becca, but Becca's kind of shy. She doesn't like interviews. That's fine.
Hello, Railer Nation.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll always say that to Becca. Hello, Railer Nation.
Well, I told her, what was it? They introduced her at something, and she just came out and did this kind of meek little wave, and I told her, no. At Meet the Railer Night, you come out and you do like a
flex.
You do like they do on wrestling. I mean, come on. That's all right. Since you made it back here, do you have scoring tonight?
I do. So let's start with Dixon. We had Jessica Pittman with 3. Haley Williamson with 6. Kate Drew with 4. Amira McGowan with 5. And Reese Dumman with 6 for 24 points for Dixon. And for your Lincoln Lady Railers, we had, starting with McKinley Knapp with 2. Piper Whiteman with 2. Taryn Stolzenberg with 2. Tori Garrett with 2. Becca Heitzig with 10. Jenna Bowman with 12. And Chloe Froby with 16. So we had 3 girls in double figures, but we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 girls score in the scoring column. Ended up, and my numbers, are sometimes a little skewed because I get excited and sometimes I don't put in the misses. But we are 18 of 36, I do believe. So we did a little bit better. 4 of 13 from the 3-point line, 6 of 12 from the free throw line.
That cannot happen at Redbird Arena. Yep. You're not going to win ball games up there like that.
I just need to say that will not happen.
And
and we got a little message. We need to make an announcement.
Okay, go ahead.
So T-shirts. Make sure that you check out LCHS Facebook for more information. We will have. I'm going to tell you guys that it's going to be a Return to Redbird shirt. I'm working on it. I'm a little superstitious, so I don't work on the design until after we win. So on my way home tonight, I will be working on that. But Mrs. Keith, she already pre-ordered 1,000 white shirts. So she was on it, and they came in today. So once we get the orders in, look for LCHS Facebook. You can go ahead and put your order in. You may just not know the design right away.
She's a publicity hound. What, you wanted to be interviewed some more?
Oh, no, I was just coming up to talk. I was bored.
You were coming up to talk, bored. You were bored. Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll talk to you in here in a second. Let me sign off of the broadcast because people at home, they probably want to do something else. Maybe you're going to have to go get something to eat here before long.
I hope it's something good. I'm so hungry.
I think it's going to be fast food.
Yeah.
Which is good, so you're not getting home super late.
Right.
So.
All right. So on behalf of station manager Jim Ash, for social media and marketing director Lloyd Kirby, for Connor Shaw, for Jolie Lurcher, who ran the board expertly back at the WLCN studios, for my broadcast partner Kerry Froby, Jay Harden signing off from LaSalle-Peru, where Lincoln wins it 46-24, and we will see you on Friday at Redbird Arena. No School Friday. We'll see you back at Redbird Arena. The Lady Railers are going to take their second shot at an IHSA 3A Girls State title. Good night, and thanks for listening.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
Brian Clark State Farm offers a range of insurance products to fit your unique needs and give you a peace of mind. Our dedicated team helps you find the perfect policy to safeguard your biggest investments. Brian Clark State Farm can steer you in the right direction on auto insurance, and we've got your home covered from natural disasters to unexpected accidents. Contact me, State Farm agent Brian Clark, at 217-732-6211 or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Go Railers!
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer basketball. WLCN's coverage of Lady Railer basketball is sponsored by Bees Landscaping, for all your outdoor landscaping projects and needs. Located at 1302 State Route 10 East on the east edge of Lincoln. Call 217-732-4300. Brian Clark State Farm Insurance, for home, auto, life, and health insurance needs. See Brian to review a quote, for help understanding your current policy, or to get started on your personal price plan. Stop by the office at 628 North Chicago Street in Lincoln, call 217-732-6211, or visit sfinsurelincoln.com. Chase Lowry, your Edward Jones financial advisor, located at 407 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Learn how Chase can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com or stop by the office, member SIPC. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Dara Entwistle, independent health insurance agent. Call 217-737-7581. Darren Powell State Farm Insurance, located on the square in Mount Pulaski at 114 East Cook Street, offering competitive rates on auto, home, life, and business insurance. Phone 217-792-3371. Expedia Cruises, offering air, land, and sea vacations. Located at 1520 East College Street in Normal, call Greg Phillips at 309-429-6280. First National Bank in Tremont, your local community bank that strives to build relationships and is trusted with your community's financial needs. Located at 710 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Visit tremontbank.com to learn more about products and services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and to attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Find them on Facebook or learn more at myfgec.org. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. James Siddons, a proud supporter and fan of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball. The Johnson family, in honor of Keith Johnson, a proud supporter of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball for more than 50 years. Lincoln Heating and Cooling. Carrier, turn to the experts. With 24-hour emergency service available, call 217-735-5835. Lincoln Land Communications, located at 1326 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Serving the area since 1986, Lincoln Land Communications provides sales and service for security cameras, two-way radios, commercial phone and sound systems, LED lighting, car stereos, and much more. Call 217-735-5454. Me Realty. Locally owned and operated, Me Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at merealty.com. Renew Consignment and Thrift Shop, where you'll find something new and different every time you visit, featuring home furnishings, clothing, collectibles, and so much more. Find them on TikTok and Facebook, or stop by 201 South Sangamon Street in Lincoln. Sal Polis, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, located at 1400 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Phone 217-732-4001. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Tracy Welch, Mayor, City of Lincoln. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400.
Simply Traveled Cruise Planners. Let LCHS alum Amy Wiggers-Chen help with domestic and global travel arrangements for groups, generational travel, Disney, all things cruises, and all-inclusive travel. Simply Traveled is so much more than cruises. Call Amy at 615-961-6474 or go online to simply-traveled.com. Lincoln Heating and Cooling. Carrier, turn to the experts. Offering service and repairs on all major brands as well as sales on heat pumps, furnaces, boilers, and air conditioners. With 24-hour emergency service available, call 217-735-5835. Complete Lawn Care, offering year-round service for all your outdoor needs, including lawn care, gutter cleaning, and snow removal. For a free estimate or for more information, call 217-732-9734.
LCHS Lady Railer alumni. Lincoln Lady Railer Basketball, a proud tradition of Lincoln Community High School athletics. Once a Railer, always a Railer. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer Basketball. The preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM.